Hello students, today it is time to discuss one of the crucial part of the present topic, that is different leadership style. Just before start up the today's class, it is my duty to recap or revise the concept what I have already discussed in my last three classes on this particular topic. Students, as you all know that this is the most important concern of business management, that is lead, and leadership. I categorically discussed leader and leadership in my first class of this topic. I also defined the meaning, concept, definition of leadership and the important feature, nature and characteristics of leadership in the organizational context I already discussed. Just previous class I discussed, in order to become a successful leader, what are the desirable quality, necessary qualities essential to be possessed within a human being. I discussed more than 8 or I think 8 to 10 points I discussed there, that what qualities or trait or attribute the a leader usually must possess in the day-to-day business decision making. So students, last class I just told you, what is the procedure, what is the style, what is the methodology usually people follow in order to lead. There are many styles, there are numerous styles of leadership. Usually the leader always looking forward. But as far as the organizational leadership is concerned, there are 5 to 6 major leadership styles. Usually modern time managers usually follows. So what are those leadership? In total I will discuss 6. In a single class it is very difficult for me to cover up all 6 leadership styles. I will try to cover 2 style of leadership in every class, and I will complete this particular topic in 3 more classes. So leadership style, if we will speak, autocratic leadership style, democratic leadership style, third one is laissez-faire. It is also known as free rein leadership. Free rein leadership. Next is bureaucratic leadership style. Bureaucratic leadership style. Next is charismatic leadership style. Last, in fact, there are more 2-3 method or procedure of leadership, but I just want to discuss one more, that is transformational leadership style. Transformational leadership style. So today I will discuss these two only, autocratic leadership style and democratic leadership style. What is autocrat? Who are called autocrat? In fact, this is the traditional autocratic leadership style. Is the traditional method of leading people, leading the subordinate, leading the followers. In the past, in the old age, this kind of mentality really did exist within the leader in order to lead a particular group in order to achieve the goal or target. This kind of leader always poses. This kind of leader always poses a very rigid process. Rigid process means not flexible. So this autocratic leadership style is based on do whatever I command. So what I just like to say, in case of autocratic leader, do what I suggest. In this leadership style, the leader always try to give command to the follower, always give instruction to the follower, and there is no scope for the members or the followers in the group can participate or giving any kind of suggestion in order to achieve the task. Here, the leader only decides and imposes the decision whatever he made at his level, and all the group members are strict to admire the decision whatever is taken by the leader. Here, the leader himself pursue that I am the most knowledgeable person of this group. I know everything, nobody knows nothing. Whenever this kind of mentality coexists within an individual, he always tries to dominate on each and every member of the group, and he tries to impose the task on the people, and without considering their difficulty, the target has been assigned and stick to achieving the target whatever is given to him. So in autocratic leadership style, usually the leader himself considered as the knowledgeable, efficient and most competent fellow in the group, and he speaks and he considers whoever is there in the table, they don't have any right, they do not deserve to give their opinion in order to achieve something, in order to achieve the group goal. So here you can say the autocratic leader is the most traditional, conservative and most you can say rigid form of leadership style, where the leader himself tries to take all the credit so that he could remain in the top at every time. So is there any this kind of leadership really exist in this present time? If you will say at the present time, we hardly find this kind of leadership pattern. But I can tell you that in the previous time in Italy, Benito Mussolini, you must heard the name, who was the one of the sets an autocratic government. You can say in Germany, the Nazis, Adolf Hitler had this kind of mentality in order to govern the group. So here, what the leader simply orders, command two different followers, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. He simply gives command and order to each and every follower, and follower required to report to the leader according to the instruction that has been offered by the leader. They cannot do anything other than what has been instructed or ordered. It means the followers simply requires to report the leader. They try to follow the order whatever is given from the leader side. So usually this kind of leader hardly exists or coexists in the present organization, in business organizations or any governmental organization. I can say, just try to say you that Adolf Hitler had that kind of mindset, but in a country like India, hardly we find this kind of leader at the topmost position. But at the same time, I just want to make you one thing very clear. It cannot be completely ignored. We cannot ignore the autocratic leadership pattern, because whenever it's a completely situational matter. At the present time, in certain situation, the leader has to be acted like an autocrat. Every time you can't remain flexible. Sometimes you have to be rigid. I just like to put you an example that so that you can understand it a little bit well. So I can say that suppose you are the leader in a group, and a time or situation comes when you have to perform a particular task, otherwise the interest of the organization will hamper. Organization को बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान होगा अगर ये काम ना हुआ तो. Within a particular time frame, what shall you look forward for that condition? You have to be very rigid. So sometimes the leader, it's a very situational pattern. Sometimes in order to perform the goal target oriented, or the time frame is very limited, and you feel that apart from yourself nobody possesses that capability to do. That means what you require to do? You simply require to give command, you have to order, you have to put your complete effort and control all the followers, all the group members, so that the task could be achieved well. Understood? But in certain cases only, in certain situation only, whenever this kind of requirement comes, usually at the present time, autocrat leader usually act like an autocrat, but completely autocrat leader, if we hardly find. If it find, then this may lead to failure, this may lead to some sort of negativity at the end of the day. So this is not an ideal format of leading people, but still it really coexists. We find people, if you understood, then you must identify who are those people who usually follow as an autocrat. Yes, sometimes I do feel act like an autocrat in the class, but not every time. You must understand what I am talking. So what comes next? It is democratic leader. It is quite important and usually and essentially used in different organizations. Before entering into the concept of democratic style of leadership, let me tell you what is democracy. If I would be in the class, I definitely ask this question to each and every student. I should make you people, because we live in a country which is completely democratic, socialistic country. So what is democracy? You must know the former president of USA, he spoke, Franklin Roosevelt, that democracy is of the people, for the people and by the people. If we will talk about democracy, India is the largest democracy in the world. US is the oldest democracy. This we read in the article, in the subjects. But what is democracy? Democracy means the representative of the people. It means in democracy, each and every individual, those who reach to a certain age, they require to participate in the form of casting the vote. Vote, that is known as universal adult franchise. What is universal adult franchise? The people, those who are above 18 years, they require to, they have right to put their vote, they right to put their cast their opinion in the form of ballot paper or in the form of electoral machine. So what is this? This is a participation. You simply choose your representative who will act on behalf of you, who will do good for you, good for your family, good for your village, good for the whole society, what I can say. So exactly what I want is, that is democracy is all about. So why I am talking the democracy? Because democratic leadership style is little bit similar to the democratic front of democratic front of leadership style. It is little bit because the democratic style has been derived from democratic pattern of government or governance. So in democratic style, I just like to make you with help of today I will discuss only these two. Rest of the portion will be discussed. So in democratic style, the leader exists at the center and he offer each and every leader chance to participate in the decision making. They are the follower 1, follower 2, follower 3, follower 4. Here, each and every follower are free to discuss and communicate with each other, and they, in this pattern of democratic, in the pattern of democratic style, where the leader coexist and offer equal opportunity for every member to participate in the decision making process. It means here the leader always try to encourage the followers to participate, to opine, to involve in the concrete decision making. You must know leader's role is what? Leader will take ultimate decision. Leader definitely will take ultimate decision, but before that the leader simply tries to get the opinion from ideas, and he will consider while taking decision. The leader definitely consider the viewpoints of every person, evaluate and understand it, and take the ultimate decision at the end of the, you can say, the leader, the followers' idea has to be taken, has to be evaluated, has to be understood, analyzed before taking the decision. Leader will take decision, leader will take all the desired initiative. You can't say the follower will take decision. Here leader will take decision. But here the scope of the followers are little bit high, and they are free to discuss, free to give opinion, free to give suggestion to the leader, and leader will take online. I just told you in democracy what happens. We give vote and our representative takes decision. So here they give the opinion in form of vote and the leader will take decision. This is what I can say the democratic. This is the most popular form of democratic style, is the most popular form of leadership style. Where why it is popular, I will discuss what are the purposes of making this particular style popular. First, it is a democratic style of leadership is popular because it encourages the team spirit and initiative. Here what happens in case of autocratic style, leader decides, others followers required to support him, although they are not ready to accept, but they have to accept. So here, no team spirit. But here, the whole group, whole team will be united themselves. They take initiative from their own side and they try to contribute positively, because they know that success of the group does not mean success of the leader. Success of the group leads to, or credit goes to, each and every person in the group. So here what I can say, team spirit always alive. In democratic style, team spirit and spirit of initiative is always alive in the group. Understood? This is the first reason why this democratic pattern has become very popular. Second, it develop the sense of belongingness. Sense of belongingness. What do you mean by sense of belongingness? I told many a time this particular point of what is sense of belongingness. After completion of your college time, what you do? You boarded in the bus and reach at your home. Why your home? Why not others' home? Why not my home? Why not your friend's home? Because you know this particular house belongs to you, and you reach there. This is self belongingness. Moro, eta moro, e penta moro, kenelum chadi, pocket resume. Understood? So this is self belongingness. This house is mine. So here, all the follower 1, 2, 3, 4, they create a kind of feeling that this group belongs to them. What I develop the self belongingness, sense of self belongingness, self belongingness or belongingness. What you say. So this sense of belongingness, ultimately gives the positive, good success at the end of the day. So what you can say, that develop the sense of self belongingness. This particular group, this particular leadership style develop the self belongingness within each and every individual of the particular group. So what I can say, develop the sense of self belongingness. It's also a positive point what make this particular style more popular. Next is it enhance the creativity. Whose creativity? As I just told that in democratic pattern, and the follower 1, follower 2, follower 3 and follower 4, they are free to give their opinion, their idea, their view and suggestion. It means here the creativity of the followers, the creativity of the members simply alive. It means it makes the people more creative. They can learn through experience. So which always make the active sense of each and every member so that they can participate. So it's always enhance the creativity among each and every follower. So what I can say, this is also an important leadership style. That is, creativity is also one of the essential leadership. Creativity is one of the important characteristics which make this particular leadership style. Last but not least, that is chance of development, chance of employee development. Why? As the success of the group, equally the credit distributed among each and every member, each and every follower. So you cannot say that development in the sense of, if success occurs, all will be rewarded first. Second, in case of autocratic, who were rewarded only, leader tries to get all the success and credit. But here, second, it is the chance of learning through participation, chance of learning through high range of involvement, which develops in the form of learning, in the form of self confidence. It enhances the leadership style of members too. This is something what make this particular style makes the other style. It is distinguished from other style of leaders. This is what I just wanted to speak, that important and most popular method of leadership which usually people follow is the best form of leadership. This is all for today's class. If I will discuss next one, this will take more time. So next class I will speak laissez-faire, third pattern, but I will revise this too, because without understanding this too, you cannot understand the laissez-faire pattern. Next class I will explain and discuss. That's all for today's class. Thank you for being with me for last 30 minutes. Thank you.